Are planning on traveling internationally, the State Department has some new features to help make your travel safer and also more streamlined. Here now is Rena Bitters, Assistant Secretary of the Bureau of Consular Affairs. Welcome to you, and thanks so much for being with us on this holiday week. The Smart Traveler Enrollment Program. Tell me about this and what it entails.
Great, thanks so much. And Marni, thanks so much for the opportunity to talk to your viewers. The Smart Traveler Enrollment Program is something that's been around for a little while. We've made some tweaks and improvements to it, but it is on our website, travel.state.gov. And there you can enroll in the Smart Traveler Enrollment Program step, and it will give you up-to-date, real-time information on security and updates about your destination while you're traveling. We have some other great features on our travel.state.gov website, including we have travel advice, which is information for virtually every country in the world. It's unbiased, it's up to date, and it will allow American travelers to make informed decisions about their destination, about where they're going to travel, based on crime and other indicators, so that Americans can know before they get on the plane what kinds of things that are areas that they may travel to, areas they may not travel to. So it's all about allowing American citizens to make informed decisions. If I could, Marni, I want to mention one other thing, which is also on travel.state.gov, and that is to ensure, if you can hear my voice, to make sure that if you plan to travel this year, to check the expiration date on your passport, and to make sure that your passport is valid before you book your travel. You mentioned new features that we have. Americans can now renew their adult passport online without ever leaving their home or ever even resorting to put information in the mail. So it's really important before you book your travel to make sure that your passport is going to be valid for the times that you're planning to travel. And also understand that many countries require you to have 6 months validity on your passport in order to be able to enter.
Oh, I didn't realize that. That's great. So making it a little bit easier. Yeah. Are there any heightened warnings right now going into the holidays that also people should know about before they're booking trips, or if they booked one and things have changed?
Right. Travel.state.gov is our centralized website, and when you check our country information pages, it will tell you all of the most up-to-date security alerts or advisories that you might want to be aware of. One thing that is really important, and if I could just take a second to make sure that your viewers know, when Americans travel abroad, they're subject to the laws of the country that they're traveling in, and those laws might be different from the laws that they're used to or laws in the United States. So, for example, substances that might be legal where they live, like cannabis, or items like firearms or ammunition, might not be legal in the country that they're traveling to, and penalties can, in some instances, be harsh. So we really, really want to encourage Americans to check the travel advice while they're planning their trip or even before they do, so they can have those differences in mind before they get on the plane.
And let's say, I mean, heaven forbid, you go somewhere and you get stuck or you lose your passport and you have some challenges getting back. If you're registered in this program, the Smart Traveler Enrollment Program, what resources does that provide you?
That's a great question. So one of the things that you'll find in our travel advice is also the contact information for the nearest embassy or consulate. They have people available, duty officers, available 24/7. And the kinds of things that the consulate or embassy can do for you is exactly what you say. If you lose your passport, or if it's stolen, they can replace it. In some instances, they can help with a loan. They can put you in touch with your family and friends. Oftentimes, what they will have is a really extensive list of local professionals who speak English, who might be able to help. So basically, anything, if you have an emergency overseas, and I should hasten to add that most Americans will never, ever have to contact the U.S. Embassy. But if they do, they're there to help navigate the local authorities to make sure that they have someone that they can rely on to help them through whatever process they're facing. One other thing I should also mention that Americans should check before they travel is their medical insurance. Oftentimes, medical insurance in the United States doesn't cover medical emergencies overseas. So it's really important to think about getting travel insurance before you go. Again, a U.S. embassy can help arrange for a medevac, and again, most Americans will never need it.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider, and don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.